after very detailed and painstakingly created drawing, basically nothing, we reach for the paints. First thing I want to paint is the light, sense of the light, the color of this light. Although it looks kind of gray, you really look, there's kind of a pale, I sense a pale yellow and even a violet, a little orange and violet. So these colors are so pale they might as well not even be there. I bet the camera's not picking them up. But they're there. And it's like, in the finished painting, this is like the spice in French cooking. You can't tell what it is, but if it wasn't there, it wouldn't taste as good.
Do you do most of your work in one sitting?
No, I don't do most of my work in one sitting, but I only paint on location once for any painting. And I take the half-finished painting back, and I always finish them in my studio. Typically, I'll spend about 2 hours on location for a particular thing, and by that point, the light will have changed. All kinds of conditions will be different, and it's not the same scene anymore. So if I can't get the crucial aspects of that scene, can you see the raindrops marking this thing?
Yeah.
It's just gonna be part of the character of this piece. I've painted many times when the paint was freezing on the paper. Sometimes cityscapes at night, dealing with drunks. One time I kicked a wasp nest. I was sitting on a shed roof, and I didn't know there was a wasp nest under the eave. And I swung my leg back, and I kicked it, and the wasps didn't like that. I had to jump down in a big hurry. Times like this torch is really useful. You don't want to dry it too much, but I wanted to dry it some. Okay, here goes Okinoshima, the largest island in Lake Biwa.
We didn't bring my dad up here, so we didn't want him to burn down Brian's bucket. Just in case everyone doesn't know, he did burn his parents' house down.
Who did?
Oh, my dad did. Burned his parents' house down. I'll let him tell that story, though.
Okay.
This is a pretty interesting opportunity to be in Japan and see Brian paint live.
Up in a bucket truck.
Up in a bucket truck at Lake Biwa. I can't imagine that many people get an opportunity to see this, and we're lucky to be able to share it with you all. I think we have a dog below who's barking his head off right now.
Fortunately, he's 30 feet under us. Thank you all for watching, by the way.
So I don't know if you can answer this while you're painting, but
I can try.
So the show we talked about earlier that you're planning for the Kiyomizu Temple, when is that going to be?
It's maybe a candidate for the shortest serious art exhibition in history. It's going to be about 3 hours long. It'll be on the evening of May 14th, 2011.
And for people who are watching who might not understand the significance, can you explain why that's so important, and the I guess a little bit of background of the Kiyomizu?
Kiyomizu is hands down the most famous temple, the most famous tourist site in all of Japan. It's a gorgeous temple on the east side of the city of Kyoto, up on a hillside, and there's this grand wooden platform, balcony, built out over a little valley, and you can look across at the other side of the valley and down towards the city of Kyoto. It's a wonderful view, very liberating sensation. About 30 million people visit this temple every year. It's like France, like Notre Dame would be in France, or like Westminster Abbey would be in London, Tower of London, say, or oh, what else? You know, the St. Peter's in Rome, or the Ponte Vecchio in Florence. That caliber of a place. It's a World Heritage Site. It's declared. It's a national treasure, declared national treasure of the nation of Japan. And to my knowledge, and to the knowledge of the priests at the temple, there's never been an exhibition of artwork on the platform itself. It's not that kind of a place normally. And a normal flat painting out on that giant balcony would be lost and out of place. It wouldn't have a wall behind it. It wouldn't be stable. It wouldn't be pleasant to look at. But my parabolic paintings are curving, and in the evening light, the show will start after the tourists have left at 6:30. In the evening light with spots on them, and the kind of bluish twilight, and the city lights, and the lights on these flowing, moving paintings. Standing on that balcony is a very liberating feeling. These paintings have liberated painting from flat surfaces and square corners, parallel straight lines. It would be like if I took this watercolor, which is going to be a normal flat painting, and did this to it. And a painting like that on that platform at Kiyomizu, I think, is going to be a very special and a very beautiful thing to see. Very meaningful. I had originally thought I was just going to do a demonstration, but this is turning into a very nice little demonstration.
I actually kind of like the raindrops.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Looks cool.
A little bit, you know, too many of them would ruin it, but they're kind of like a certificate of authenticity too, that's for sure. You know I was out here in the rain painting this one. I'm gonna leave this painting as it is. I'm happy with it the way it is. Oh, there's a boat, but it's not the kind of boat I like. So why don't we call it quits? Since it stopped raining, I'm gonna tilt this up so we can actually see it. With real light on it. You can do the painting and the actual scene as well. And then if you hang the computer over the edge, you can show everybody how high up we are. Whoa! Okay.
Any last words?
It's a wrap.